YouTube, what up? It's your man back again with another video. So let's not waste no time. Let's just jump right into it.
Y'all, so here's the thing. My husband works 2 jobs, and he works 64 hours a week. Has like 1 day off. And within that 1 day, I want him to go outside with us, like me, Sophie, and him. And I want us to have a family day. But he wants to stay home and spend time with us. But I don't want that. I want us to be outside. And I'm upset with him because we don't go outside and do activities as a family. Am I being reasonable or am I being a bad wife?
Where on God's green earth would you think that you are being reasonable? No, ma'am, you are being unreasonable. And yes, you're being a bad wife. Why? Because you're being selfish. Think about it for a moment. That man's working 64 hours between 2 jobs. We don't know where he's traveling to and from. We don't know what his lunch breaks is like. You know, you have to factor all that stuff in. That man is out at least 12 hours for the day. He has 6 days he uses to work and 1 day off. And you want that man to go outside and do what? Let's make it make sense here. That man is beat down, worn out, and anything else you could think of. He is tired. The least you could do is not put that extra on him. He don't got the energy for that. There's no way he can have the energy for that. I can tell you that firsthand. He don't have the energy for that. Those are long days. And what are you doing? Maybe you can help him out. Why don't you get a part-time job and let him drop his part-time job? But you won't do that. You know how I know? Because when the comments were on, because at one point in time the comments were on until she took a beating in them comments, someone asked you about picking up a part-time job and you put LOL and said no. So we know what type of time you on. Now, you also took a beating with the stitches, because you cut that off too. So the comments got cut off and the stitches got cut off, because you were taking a whooping on TikTok. So you already know you asking that question was the worst thing you could have asked, because you knew what the answer was. But since you asked it, I gave you the answer, but also understand, if you really cared about that man, you would pick up a part-time job so that y'all could go out and do the things you want to do with your daughter. That way he has 1 job full-time, you have 1 job part-time, and y'all still doing the same thing, except he has a less load to carry. You're supposed to be his helper. You're supposed to be helping him lessen his load. Why your women out here making men put too much on their shoulders is insane. Why? It is so much easier for you to help that man and you to basically work against him, because you're working against him if you think about it. You're making that man work 2 jobs and you ain't doing nothing. You're home with the kid. Listen, this is not what we're doing. Men should not have to work themselves to death. They're not workhorses. We might be built to work like workhorses, but we shouldn't be workhorses. We should be able to enjoy a decent life just like the women do. If anything, as a matter of fact, if anything, a man deserves a soft life for working hard all his years. But y'all can't even give us that. She laughed, LOL, and said no. So that tells you what type of time she's on with that man. You don't love that man. All you care about is what he's doing for you, what he's providing for you. That's why I always say, and I will always advocate, the provider mindset is a no-go. Especially for the hardworking man. Maybe for those rich dudes who are making that kind of dough, okay, that's on them. And even then, I wouldn't advocate for that. But for the hardworking man, the 9-to-5 man, being a provider man is a no. Because you're killing yourself. You are seriously depleting your life. Doesn't make any sense. You're working for what? Just to work. You're not home most of the time. She is. She's enjoying it because she's home. She might make it seem like it's so hard to take care of 1 kid, but please and believe it's not that hard. At least for men, I don't think it's that hard. I mean, I had 2 kids. raised them both. Wasn't as hard as women make it seem with one kid. But women and men are different. But getting back on track here, yes, ma'am, sorry. No sympathy for you. You letting that man suffer, whether he tells you or not. And he probably is not going to tell you, but he probably should. He should have the balls to tell you, listen, I'm going to need you to pick up a part-time job so I could, ease up off this load. Because if that's truly your partner, A, she wouldn't be laughing online talking about no. And B, if she wanted to really do it, she would have did it. Now check this next clip by her. Because I feel like the backlash got to her. Obviously, as it should. But you asked the question, and the internet gave you the answer.
I knew people on the internet are mean, but I didn't expect people to DM me and saying to go kill myself because I'm a bad wife and call me ugly and beast, whatever. But I think the issue is that people are assuming the situation. I don't ask my husband to go outside every time he's home. That's ridiculous. The guy is tired. I was upset because we had stuff planned that day and he woke up and decided he didn't want to go. That's why I was upset. The last time me, Anthony, and Sophia went outside was to go watch Moana 2 for her first ever movie experience in a movie theater. After that, we haven't done anything, just the three of us. I really didn't expect that many people to see that video. Yeah, so I'm just kind of baffled at how mean people are, but I mean, that's to be expected. Whatever. Bye.
So expect the unexpected. It's the internet. And if it wasn't, getting to you like that, why'd you make this video? Why'd you make it? You knew what could possibly happen. You thought it was going to work in your favor, and you thought everybody was going to be on your side. No, ma'am. No. Newsflash. They are not on your side. Sorry, it works that way. Yes, the internet is a cruel place, and if you don't have the thick skin for it, maybe you shouldn't post videos like that up there. Ain't nobody siding with you on that. If they did, then, I can't read the comments because you locked them out. But when they were open, they were basically tearing you a new behind. But listen, plain and simple, your man is tired. You had plans. His body said, we ain't doing it. We're not having it. That's all to it. That man's body let him know that he ain't gonna be able to hang. You ain't got to ask him every time. That man has one day to himself, one day. He has to figure out how to break that off between him getting rest and him basically hanging out with the family. Again, if you eased up his load, you would have more family time. Hear what we're saying to you? If you ease up his load by picking up a part-time job, you can have that time that you so desperately seek. But since you won't do it, for whatever reason, maybe because he says he's gonna hold down the fort, you should still go against that and say, you know what, no, I'm gonna pick up a part-time job and you could drop that one so we could have family time. Work it out amongst y'all. Time, babysitting, whatever. Plain and simple. It's not that hard. Sit down, have a conversation, and work it out. Help that man live a longer life so he can enjoy his family. Plain and simple. How hard can it be for you just to woman up for once and just help him? That's your job. Instead of coming to TikTok and making videos, how about you just sit down with your man and have a conversation? Try it sometime. You need to keep certain things off of the internet.
That boy is good. Mm-hmm.